Hey, this is a video response to a particular video, though it's not really actual response as in it's personally dedicated to that particular video or person. It really stands here on its own. In this video, the bottom line of what this person was actually saying is that you should carefully choose your words and somehow bring across a message in words that are accepted. And I'd like to give you a personal perspective on this, as this is actually how I have been living in the past. I found out that it actually didn't work, and I'm gonna tell you about that experience. From my perspective, it was that words hold a certain energy. If you would talk to beings, there are words that people might react to or not react to. Like for instance, I was very against the word must. You must do this. I really preferred the word may. You may do this. And it was because of the energetic experience that I experienced within myself, which triggered a lot of things that I didn't like. And that's why I looked at words and tried to converse and conversate with people about particular stuff, and testing words, actually testing how people might react to it, and therefore always putting on a sort of silky glove just to use those words and try not to make them react, as if it is like something that is your responsibility, that or your fault when they react actually to your words. Through this I've created a bit of a vocabulary which other people didn't really understand anymore, because I had to choose my words very carefully, and therefore I remained very abstract, because from the abstract people couldn't react to it, you know, they didn't have a real idea about those things, but they just had a particular sense. But nonetheless, even when I did this, I was very discontent with myself, because the words that I spoke didn't really have any effect in the way that I wanted them to have. You know, I was saying a lot of stuff underneath my words, but nobody was actually hearing me. And therefore you have to change yourself also as these words, you know, take out of all the energetic reactions that you have towards these words, and through that really expressing yourself so that you are really saying what you want to say, and not paint a pretty picture, but that you are actually saying what you want to say. And yeah, if that requires you to use certain words, why would that be a bad thing? Just because people don't react, then because people react to those words and they are and they do stop listening. You know, I'm actually expressing myself, and if people can bear with that because I sometimes use the word fuck, for instance, that they are like, oh no, you shouldn't listen to this person, or I can't listen to this person, he uses the word fuck. You know, if you're really standing still within that, you know, it's like, yeah, but are you actually listening to what I'm saying? Is it just this word that you're actually allergic to? I mean, come on. These things, these words that we have defined to be decent and undecent, a lot of beings just stay away from people who are undecent or say undecent things while they are really expressing themselves and are really talking common sense. And if they are not listening because it's undecent, you know, it's just programming, and they have to really actually also see that it's just a part of the programming that they react to And some people are also allergic to the word programming. You know, it's just really, yeah, from a sense really stupid also, because yeah, it's just a word and it really entails something that there's to be said. And instead of trying to make your words suit another person, you should just speak and actually express yourself so that you stand 100% fully as those words. And if it may cause another being not to listen, it's their responsibility also to listen and to hear what you are actually saying, and not just listen to you because you paint a pretty picture. There is also the aspect within pretty words that it give a false sense of what you are actually saying. You know, there's a lot of profound things being said, you know, the catchy phrases that people like. For instance, unconditionality, you know, the sense of unconditionality. Whoa, you know, and people are like, yeah, but that's really how I want to live. But do they really know what unconditionality really means? And in most cases they don't know, because they have to engage on a very different level than what they have engaged in within their life. I mean, unconditionality would mean that things would be unconsequential, though if you really look at things, everything is conditional. And that's why, for instance, equality and oneness is not unconditionality. No, it's the condition is equality and oneness, and that's a condition. And through the understanding of how words really are lived by ourselves, we can actually make ourselves unallergic to these particular words. And yeah, if some people don't listen to you, what you are actually saying, because they are allergic to words, if you see that, you can somehow use other perspectives then, not other words but other perspectives, so they can actually hear you. And yeah, they might deal with the energetic experience that they already have, but they can forgive themselves, they can let go of all the energetic experiences that are bound, connected, related to all of these words. But still, you've got to express yourself and not make your words in such a way suitable for the potential listener, just for the sake that they want to hear you. It's like a form of begging. You know, you change yourself just to suit them and their likeness. You know, you make sure that they like you, but within that you are not actually seeing the consequence thereof, because what you are actually saying is that who you are as your words are not okay. You do not really dare to live your own words. And I can acknowledge and I agree to the certain extent of that you should choose your words carefully, and I do this, but it's because of seeing the consequential outflows. I see what's acceptable and what's not. You know, just changing yourself so you will be liked by another program, by another person. That's not living. That's only adaptation within the sense of fear. If you drop the fear, and if people then react to your indecency, you know, then they are not ready. They are not ready to hear what you are actually saying. And then also keep in mind that if they are not ready to hear you, they would not hear you if you would have created your words in such a way, or used the words in such a way that they would actually have been listening to you, because they wouldn't have actually listened to you and what you are actually saying. They just made up a pretty picture about it and molded it in a certain way that it's acceptable by them, so they didn't really actually listen. This is my video response, talking about choosing your words carefully. I hope you enjoyed it.